again, everybody. Welcome to the Good Bit Podcast. I want to thank each and every single one of you for downloading today's episode. My name is Christopher Moffat, and I'm going to be your host, the hostess with the mostess right here today on episode number 16 for 16 editions. You have welcomed us into your ears, whether it's been on the train, whether it's been in the bathtub, or whether it's been in your bed. I know when you listen to this show, and now, very so subtly, I'm going to stop using the accent right there. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Good Bit Podcast. How exciting! And yes, you heard it from the beautiful man there at the start. My name is Chris Moffat, and I will be your host for this evening's events, or this morning's events, whenever you listen to the show. Welcome to episode number 16. It's our 16th episode, or sweet 16th, which is very hard to say. Easy for me to say anyway. And this is the first time I'm doing this. This is going to be my cold open to the show. And then we will do a nice smooth transition into the actual show that we recorded earlier. It'll be a bit like one of those cooking shows, or Art Attack. Here's one I made earlier, but it's podcast, so here's one I recorded earlier. And today I've got a great panel with me today. I'm joined by the mighty Michelle Grant, the Randy Ross Martin, and the lovely Leanne McMaster. Their nicknames, respectively. Michelle was something, and only one I can remember right now is Leanne's. But you'll find out exactly what it is. It's very personal, and I'm sure you'll find it very funny. So that's all coming up in a matter of minutes. But here at the start, I just wanted to welcome you all and say thank you very much for all your continued support here on the Good Bit Podcast. We are a growing company, and I want to personally apologise for the lack of episodes. The last episode we did, which was episode 15, because you know how that becomes before 16. What the hell? I've totally lost what I was going to say. Yeah, so on the last episode I said that I wanted to do more episodes, and I wanted it to be maybe not weekly, but every 10 days, maybe every 2 weeks or whatever. And that clearly has not happened because it's been over a month since the last episode, and we have been over a year since the Good Bit started. The Good Bit became a live project on March 31st, 2016, and we are now, from recording date today, this is May the 1st, which seems to be this is weird actually, I literally just noticed this. May the 1st, 2015 was the very first time I started a podcast, all those years ago, mighty 2 years ago. So today is the 2-year anniversary of me ever having a podcast, and now we're recording episode number 16 of The Good Bit. The Good Bit has definitely been my favourite and most successful podcast I've ever done. I say that as if I've done lots of them. I've done like 5 or 6 in my life, which I guess is kind of a lot, but I had Wrestling Undisputed, Hot Tag, By the Way, The Good Bit, and the other one that I did on YouTube for about 3 episodes, the Chris Moffat Show. That was that one, which later on became By the Way. It's kind of the same show, but anyway, Tangent City, as we always do here on The Good Bit. So yeah, I guess the reason why the lack of episodes is literally just because of stress and busyness and people being unavailable and myself being unavailable. I'm taking all the blame myself because it totally is my fault. I should be more on the ball with this, but it has been a very busy time, and it is currently a very busy time. So I'm not promising anything because I know what happens when I promise stuff. It never really happens. But I'm thinking the way around it here is to do episodes with less people on the panel. Maybe do like episodes with like 2 people or 3 people. It's not really a big gap, you know what I mean? Like I normally have 4 people, like me and 3 guests. I think any more than 3 guests is just a bit of a rabble. And again, if it was just me, then I guess it'd be a bit boring. So I guess I'm going to try, especially over the summer, when I'm not really with a lot of my friends and my panelists and my guests. I'll do a lot of episodes where it's just maybe me and one other person. I'm sure the original host of The Good Bit, my original co-host Aaron Dockard, will be joining me again as he comes up to celebrate the summer from London. So that'll be good. We'll do a couple of episodes together, and I've got some people in mind that I want to do episodes with that just haven't been on the show yet. So there'll be some new faces or some new voices for you to hear, which will be coming up very soon. So over the summer, maybe more episodes, but with less people. Let me know what you prefer, because I know a lot of people prefer the ones of just 2 people, because I guess it's more relaxing to listen to. But then again, the dynamic of having 4 people on a panel is much more interesting, and it's kind of more fun anyway. But it is much appreciated that you continue to download the show. If you'd like to support the show, you can indeed. You can follow The Good Bit on Twitter. You can follow. on Twitter. You can follow it on Twitter at The Good Bit Pod, and you can follow me personally at CM42TV, where you can, give me some feedback, you can do some requests, you can ask some questions that we answer in the show. In today's episode, we've got some really interesting questions, some really funny questions that a lot of you sent in. Yeah, I think that's everything. So yeah, that's how you support the show. We're also on YouTube, CM42TV, Instagram at The Good Bit Pod, Facebook at The Good Bit Podcast. Lots of ways that you can support the show. I'll be starting up a Patreon account very soon where you can support the show that way as well, because we do this for free, and it we have to pay money to have to create the show, so we're kind of losing money, but we do it because we enjoy it and we love it and we love to entertain. Maybe not on this episode, it'll depend how I feel, but I want to do some sort of wrestling thing as well. I was thinking about just doing it like at the end of the episode for like 10 minutes after the show has ended. Just lots of wrestling thoughts there. That might be quite cool. But for right now, let's do a nice little smooth segue into episode number 16 of the Good Bit Podcast with myself, Chris Moffat, joined by Ross Martin, Leanne McMaster and Michelle Grant. Thank you very much. Enjoy the show, and this is the Good Bit Podcast, episode number 16.
I'm the crazy balloon. I've always been the crazy balloon.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the one and only, nobody's favourite podcast. This is the Good Bit. My name is Christopher Moffat, the face that runs the place, and today I'm joined by my good personal friend to my left here, Ross Martin.
Hello.
What was your nickname? Jesus Christ to my left here.
It was Jesus Le Saviour. Do you remember?
Jesus Le Saviour is back on the show today after popular demand, mostly just requested by himself. Also,
I do love me.
once again, it's funny how this works out. Every time Jesus is on the show, also joined by Michelle. Welcome back to the show, Michelle.
What was my
Enrique Montez. Shaniqua Montez is back on the show. How are you feeling?
Great hungry.
Superb. And then also joining us today is a good bit classical favourite alumni person. It is Leanne.
Hi.
This is the first time you've been on the show since the start of the year when we did the top 10, isn't it?
Yes.
So since then there's a new law and you're not allowed on the show unless you've got it. You need a nickname.
I know.
So the world is your oyster. It's your choice.
Apollo Greed, because you're bisexual.
That's homophobic.
It's not.
Apollo Greed. Don't be so greedy.
It's not like my mum.
I'm only kidding.
I don't know.
A nickname you were given as a child or a nickname you're given now?
Or if you just want to kill
Love
one
with
like
sexy nipples.
I
I do have sexy nipples.
There you go. You
Love
sure?
with sexy nips. Yeah, let's go for that.
Welcome back, Sexy Nips. It's Leanne.
My parents listen to this.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. McMaster. Now, what is that?
You know, I heard this
We
song.
can't be having that. Right, why don't we start this podcast again?
No, this has been fine.
Just some racism and homophobia.
And some copyrighted content.
Stop saying that word.
Now,
I
Why
hate you.
you all become so PG? Because we're white.
because people listen to this show that could
Yeah, but
they
you
could
just-
sue us.
No, they can't.
I watched
Facebook.
I watched
didn't
all
see
of Dear White People last night. I'm very PG now.
Now you're very white.
Yeah,
More white than you were
ever.
before. So basically, on this show, there's not really a theme.
Yeah, we don't have much to talk about, do we?
Normally, there's some sort of major thing. The one I was hoping to do was Beauty and the Beast, but half
do
the
you know
panel
what?
haven't seen it.
I've seen Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah,
I've just not seen them as real people.
you've seen Beauty and the Beast, but not the one that was made this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Emma Watson stole my role, so.
No, really.
Oh, don't. Oh.
No. I think Michelle could be a good Belle.
The only Disney character you could play is fucking.
On TV,
One
I
of the
could
dwarves?
be Belle.
Yeah.
Not in like Disneyland or anything.
Yeah, you
because
look
what
like
way
the
I-
Belle.
I'm too short to play
I
anyone in Disneyland because my
could be
mum was
Belle.
like, "Oh, why don't you apply for like Disney next year? That's something to do." I was like, "Mum, I'm too short."
You're not.
I am 5'2". It's too short.
No,
I can
there's
play
no
like-
people.
I can play Wendy or Alice, but I'm also very not Wendy and Alice looking.
I
I could.
can play
I'll be like
Lilo.
Lilo. I can play like the
Lilo?
ones with the suits.
I can play. It was
Because I
Tigger,
can
Buzz
play
Lightyear.
Tinkerbell, Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse.
Mickey. No, we're too short for Mickey Mouse
No, we're
because
not.
my dad is 5'1" and Mickey Mouse is about 10 feet taller than him.
Well, Mickey Mouse was 5 foot, between 5 foot and 2.
Oh, I'm
Mine
so
was-
excited I can play Mickey Mouse.
Well,
Buzz Lightyear, Tigger, and Jack Sparrow were the three of the main ones that I could play.
I could play Goofy.
I'll tell
He was
you.
always quite tall, wasn't he?
You
Yeah.
tell me.
Why is
No, there's an actual height that you need
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
why is Pluto treated as a dog but Goofy is treated as a person?
Do you know that Pluto punched me, so I don't like that bastard anymore?
Oh really?
Can I say that word?
Yes, you can. You say whatever you want.
You say whatever the
Sexy
fuck.
Shit,
nips.
fuck,
Can't be
sexy
more.
nips.
I know it's like that's not a PG name, but
Yeah,
it's you now.
it is.
How
I'd
tall
love
are
to-
you?
I'm 6'2".
You're
9 foot. What are you talking about? 6'2".
I'm 6'2". You're 5'10" at least.
You're too tall to be any of the princes.
Aw.
God damn it.
You could be Doctor.
Dr. Phyllis, the bad guy in
Oh, you could be
I know.
Gaston.
Oh.
You could be the bad guy from Princess and the Frog.
Gaston, Gaston.
Go watch.
Goofy.
Hey, it's Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
You could be good. You'd be a good Goofy.
You'd be a good Goofy.
Good,
I would
good,
be
good,
good.
good.
I'd be a good Goofy.
You could be Captain Hook, the genie, Woody,
Woody.
Yeah.
Oh,
Buzz and Woody.
you're my favourite deputy.
That could be me and you.
or the Beast.
Who can I be?
Nah, I'm too
How
handsome
tall
for
are you?
baby.
5'9". You could be White Rabbit.
I'm being the White Rabbit.
Susie, Perla, Jessie, and Bullseye.
Who the fuck?
Jesse and Bullseye.
I know
Toy Story,
Jessie.
obviously.
I could be when
I'll be
loves
with
me.
you, be JC, and he can
You
be
be
Buzz.
Buzz, and then she could
be the
be-
dog thing.
You could
Yeah,
be
just Slinky.
Slinky.
Chip and Dale, yeah.
You could
Oh,
be Peter Pan.
You know what, Michelle?
Well,
No,
get on.
our relationship's kind of like the potato heads though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna pack your angry eyes just
Alice
in case.
Oh, will you shut up now?
Yeah, I told you I'd be Alison Wendy.
Oh, Michelle, I'll be your Prince
No,
Charming.
Michelle could be one of
You
the.
could be Mulan.
You saved our lives.
I could be Mulan. I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm Mulan.
Mulan, Leanne.
Yeah, no, Mulan's my favourite.
There you
Number
go.
one. She's the best.
Iridessa,
There
Rosetta.
it is. Oof.
And then you'd
Silver
wear
Fish.
red.
Oh my god, those are the fairies, the Tinkerbell
Yeah.
fairies. I love
Yeah.
those movies.
You'd wear red and you'd be Moulin
Periwinkle.
Rouge.
Periwinkle, yes, Periwinkle's
I
amazing.
could be.
Ah, good write it, man.
You could be the. You have saved our lives and now we are eternally grateful.
I could
For
be
those
Peter
just
Pan.
tuning in, this is people who we could play in Disney movies.
No, in Disneyland.
Many
they're
are
You
not
don't
in
start a
Disneyland.
podcast halfway through. You go from the beginning.
I know, but people could be listening live. Speaking of that, I could do Facebook Live. Carry on, Michelle.
I could be Piglet,
Aww.
You could.
White
Aww.
Rabbit, or Pooh.
Me and you. It would be the way around
It's
too.
still funny that it's called Pooh.
It's funny that when you're a
Sorry.
child you didn't really laugh. Like that was just what it was called, but now it's ridiculous.
It's Pooh.
I've never laughed because it's not POO, it's POOH.
Daisy and
Oh my
Donald are
God.
tiny.
Oh, yeah.
How, like, they must be kids.
Who?
4'6" to 4'10". What adults that size? Daisy and Donald.
Oh my god, see what I was actually thinking about, like Disneyland, because I was watching Vicky Miller's Snapchat of her in Disneyland, and I was like watching the parades and stuff, and I remembered when I went to Disneyland, Daisy Duck tried to rip Minnie Mouse's autograph out my book.
Oh no, that's a horrible thing
Like
to
she
do.
pointed at the front, like, because in the front of the autograph book it was like Daisy, Minnie, like Donald and Mickey, and she like pointed at Minnie and like went like oh, and then was like went and looked through the book and tried to rip out Minnie's
I'd be
page.
heartbroken if that happened. I'd like try and tackle her.
I
Or
thought it
something.
was hilarious. Like Daisy's actually that salty.
Boy thrown out of Disney World for attacking Donald Duck.
It was Daisy.
No, it
Daisy
would be man, nearly 20.
Yeah, 6'2".
My
Dressed
dad,
as
my dad
Gaston.
got so upset though because like Mickey Mouse was taller than him and he was like,
I
this
can
is
I can
ridiculous.
picture Leanne just turning up to Disneyland dressed up and start joining in.
No.
You can't be Lilo or Stitch.
Oh, I'm
Nah,
depressed.
ladies and gentlemen, listen, if you can hear any banging, that's not the room next door, you know what I'm saying? That's actually the room underneath, because someone's hammering something. It's not as,
Yeah, they're redecorating.
it's not anybody banging here. So we were talking about, Disney stuff. Beauty and the Beast is kind of something that's been relevant just now. Without giving away any spoilers to the people who have not seen it. I know, you mean, you know the story,
Spoilers.
so it's not, I know.
Well, there's yeah, you can. You
Well,
can. It's the same story.
yeah, it's the
Exactly.
exact same story.
It's almost the same film screen by like play by play.
What did you think of the new one?
I loved it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I saw it twice, I think.
I love the songs.
Yeah, amazing.
What did you think of Emma Watson?
I
I quite liked her, but
I
heard-
like her, but
I
Emma
heard,
Watson's just one of those actors. She's just a bit blah. Like she's not actually.
She's very bland.
Yeah, but I still
But she
enjoyed
does
it.
it well.
Yeah,
I think people are jealous of her because
she's
she got
actually
to
stunning.
play.
She plays normal well.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's nice to see Hermione in Beauty and the Beast, though. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, it wasn't Hermione; it was Belle.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, she's just played it the same in some ways.
Kind of, yeah. Because like, I mean, Belle is like a grown-up Hermione because
Yeah,
of the books
exactly.
and stuff.
I thought the Beast was good. Ewan McGregor's accent is my second favourite accent of all time
Well,
in a movie.
his wife is French. Isn't
My
she?
number one favourite accent in a movie is Steve Martin in the Pink Panther.
Hamburger.
I like to buy the hamburger because I want to hear the conversation between the director and him.
To see how that came about.
just do a French accent, okay? And that's what he did.
I would like a hamburger.
We will have him cornered like something that is trapped in a corner. It's like, what the hell? And then number 2 favourite French accent ever is Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, it was
So,
brilliant.
He sounded kind of Mexican, but it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually stunning though, like the movie. I really liked it.
Yeah. The songs were great. The
All the cast were amazing. Like nobody was bad. Like I really loved. Who played Gaston? What's his name?
the really handsome man.
He's Thingy in The Hobbit. He looks like Orlando Bloom in The Hobbit
Yeah,
more than
yeah,
Orlando
yeah,
Bloom
he
looks like Orlando
But
Bloom.
who was it? There was someone else as well. There was like another big name. Ewan McGregor and who?
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen.
Yeah,
he was amazing as
Oh,
well.
I love him. I just want to hug
And,
him all the time.
Thingy, the guy.
There was Emma Thompson, and then it was the snowman from Frozen.
Yeah, that's
Josh
what,
Gad.
Josh Gad, yeah.
The snowman from Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is a Frozen 2 coming out?
unfortunately.
Still not seen it.
It's.
Not Frozen 2, because I haven't seen that
I
yet.
really,
I'm not
I
seeing
really didn't
it.
get the hype of Frozen.
Not
to be
at
honest.
all.
I heard Tangled was better.
Yeah, Tangled is better.
Yeah.
It's just boring. Like,
But I mean, Mulan's the best one out of
I've never
Mulan.
seen
Mulan. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it either.
I made Emma watch it the other day, and she was on her phone the whole time. And
Do
wasn't-
you not hate that when you're trying to show someone something?
I know. I
Now
was
watch this,
because
this
she
is
didn't.
good,
Emma did not watch like Disney films growing up at all. Like she's still not seen half of them.
What?
That's posh people for you, but so I've been like showing
I've not seen a lot of
her.
new Disney.
I've seen it at all.
I've seen it all.
I was.
Oh, Moana. Moana's better than
apart from that,
Frozen.
I've not seen Moana.
Do you think?
Yeah, easy.
I'd love Moana.
Do you know what?
Listen.
Me and
I got
Becca
Kira
had
with
a little altercation the other day because she said that she didn't like Toy Story 3.
Who?
Becca.
What?
I was
Yeah, we
Fuck,
said
I was
we
so
were
loud.
putting
I was raging.
Toy Story 3 on, and she was like, "No, that's push."
I was like, I am shook.
The first
I am
movie,
shook.
the first movie I ever cried at. was
Smoothie.
Toy Story 3.
First movie I saw in the cinema was Toy Story 2.
ever cried at.
It's the first movie I saw
Toy
in the
Story
cinema
3
was Toy
is
Story 2.
so scary.
Oh yeah.
That is terrifying.
What?
And what about Toy Story 4 coming out in like 2019? It's so
Yeah,
long
but
ago.
there's no. It's such a good trilogy now. They're just kind of.
Yeah.
No, but still,
It would be
You'll go
good,
see it.
obviously.
Yeah,
no, it would
yeah,
still
but-
be good, but
Fuck all the little kids that are going to be like, "Ooh, Toy Story 4."
This is the best one. It may be the best one.
No, I mean it's our film.
Has the cast been announced
That was
yet?
like a Finding Dory.
it's the same.
it
Obviously,
not-
apart from
Yeah, the newer
Is the
characters.
story
No.
not the fact that they're looking for
They're
little
looking
Pete?
for the
But
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
right.
love that. So cute.
That would be quite good though.
yeah, they go on an adventure to look for Bo Peep.
Oh, I want to.
But obviously, Thingy, the guy died that plays.
Slinky.
That's right. Yeah.
He died after the second
No,
film.
Mr. Potato Head.
No, Mr. Potato Head.
He died.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a month ago maybe.
I had Mr. Potato Head,
Mhm.
and you take all the bits out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so fun.
I love
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
That's the
I
best
love the
part
Toy
of
Story.
Disneyland is the in like the toy
Can I
shop.
be in Disneyland?
We'll go. The best part.
Oh, we
They've got
should-
this bit with
oh.
like you get your potato head,
Yeah.
and then there's like 10,000 different accessories, and then it's just like you fit as much into the box as you can, and it's like a price for the box. So me and my mum were like shoving as much as we could into the potato head and like filling every corner of the box possible.
We had one that was like you put them on a wee stool thing and it would like shake, and you put the head on and the hat and the nose
Yeah.
and stuff, and then it would just go boom and it would all fall out, and you won. It's like Buckaroo.
Yeah.
But it was Mr. Potato Head. That was good.
What was our homework again?
For what?
This. Did you give us homework?
We'll Get Out and Beauty and the Beast.
Yes,
She
I didn't
did
do my
not
You
do
didn't
homework.
do any homework.
I
Alright,
did my
sure.
homework and I
It's
wasn't
alright.
even asked.
We saw it. Yeah. So
We watched Now You See Me instead.
Oh.
Now You See Me was
Don't you
on
just
last
love
night, so
Jesse Eisenberg?
Oh.
Jesse Eisenberg's so good.
We'll get to that later.
Stop.
Don't talk about it now.
Stop.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that later. We've got an interesting question from one of our listeners out there. So yeah, Now You See Me was on last night. Do you know what I quite like? The Film 4 channel. Because it's like
Oh, it's so
rebellious against Sky Movies.
Uh-huh.
It's like we should show whatever we want on here.
Yeah.
And I like just seeing like what randomly is on.
Yeah.
They've
do you know-
always got like, this week we're showing horrors.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
Tom
certain
Hanks,
actors.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're good.
That's
They
good.
do. They do
No, I
like.
love
They do
Film
give
4,
like
yeah.
that like this Japanese films. My mum and I like. They do like a week of just them.
Yeah. There's
laugh.
one. There's
They do
an old,
show like the good shit movies.
yeah,
like-
exactly. There's an old western called A Lawless Street, and I just wanted to watch a western or something, and it was on at like 3 PM, and it was like it's going to be so shit, but it was so good. It was just like 1960s. Like
Actually, I think there's
old-
nothing better than a movie that's absolutely awful, but it's so good at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah. Do you
Some
know
of them
what?
are my guilty
They
pleasures.
had Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 on last
Right.
night. That's a brilliant movie.
I can't watch that without thinking of Kevin Bridges. The Taking of
Pelham.
Pelham.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. So I don't know. I've not seen it though. I've heard it's good.
Oh, it's good.
Who's in
Denzel
that?
Washington,
Denzel.
John Travolta.
Really? Oh,
Becca thought it was Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Becca thought they was
She thought that.
Last night we were like playing Ring of Fire, and I was like, movies with Morgan Freeman in them. She was like, hey, that one we just watched taking the
Oh, but no, it was me that
Oh,
said
can we play that
watched.
after this?
We watched one earlier.
you need to have alcohol.
No, we don't. Use water.
What use a category like an actor? And see
Yeah.
how many we can get. Yeah, do that.
Morgan Freeman
What we used to do in our breaks, did we not? When we had like really long
Yeah,
breaks in
kinda.
college, we just said,
It was
like,
one of
oh,
our
it's
road
alphabet.
trip game kind of things.
That's
as
right.
well.
Yeah.
We did that on the way back from Perth the other day, didn't we? We came up from Perth and we did that. We all went round everybody and was like
TV shows.
TV shows, and then we did actors or celebrities. That was good fun. It passed the time really quickly, actually.
Yeah, I was so hungover.
Yeah, it was bad.
I wasn't invited.
No one. Right. What else have we seen then? Get Out.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I really liked it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Really good. You just got. You
It's-
just
What's that
like
about?
it.
It's I don't. It's
Is it scary?
yeah. It's like a horror. No, it's like a horror film, but it's also a comedy, and it's I
like a
don't know.
thriller.
Because it's Jordan Peele, obviously.
Yeah,
funny
yeah,
guy.
yeah. It's Key and Peele, but it's so good. It's amazing.
It's
Like-
about a black guy who's going out with a white girl, and
Oh,
the family
yeah, I know.
the family is very pro-white, but they kid on that they're alright with black people.
He's like, oh yeah, I'd vote for Obama for a third term if I could.
yeah, and he's just making like he's
Is
just
it when
like
he gets invited over?
yeah. They go
Yeah.
for like the weekend, and
Yeah.
then
Very
like
cool.
it just gets a bit fucked up, but it's like
Great
it's
film.
so good.
Yeah.
It's amazing soundtrack as well.
and also there's a character in it that's a security guard.
TSA,
And
but
he's
the motherfucker, the
hilarious.
TS motherfucking A.
So
See,
funny.
there's a Get Out challenge, and it's see when he's running and he does the sharp like
Yeah.
90-degree turn.
What the hell
What
is
the
that noise?
Sorry, I need to
That
toilet.
sounded like someone who's just. Oh my words! If this keeps up, I'm going down and giving them a piece of my mind.
I think that's from through there.
Someone is someone is drilling a hole during a podcast.
Slowly comes.
We will not podcast in these flats. Right, go quick before this starts again.
What are you talking about?
What were we talking
Get
about?
out,
What?
running. The get out.
Oh yeah,
challenge.
the challenge, and he needs to. Everyone's running towards like someone videoing them, and they need to try and do like a
The
sharp
yeah,
turn.
'cause he doesn't
And
like it.
the amount of people that would just fail or it's
Straight.
just straight into the
Yeah.
person.
Let's
film.
do it.
There's a WWE film coming out. It's called Slight or something, and it's from the makers of Get Out, and people are saying it's like an amazing superhero movie and stuff. So that's going to be similar to that film, but I'd recommend it crazy.
Yeah,
Very
so good.
Do you know what? I'm an absolute Power Rangers fanboy, huge,
And you've not
just
seen
it?
giant Power Rangers fan, and I didn't go see it.
That was brilliant.
I didn't
I
go see
didn't,
it.
I didn't even know it was out. I don't think you would know it
Did
was
you not
out.
see
I
it?
did not see any trailer or any
Oh, I
poster.
saw. Yeah, they were on the
Well,
buses
I've been
everywhere.
I've
They're
been
still on
watching
buses.
I've been watching the trailer over and over. Like
I know
I'm
the trailer
so
because you showed me it like months ago.
I am just such a big Power Rangers
Yeah, I
fan.
know. It was so good. Like literally for the full film, I was like waiting for them to be like, "It's morphin' time," and I was sitting there like, "Say it, say it, say it," and they don't say it for fucking ages. And then he like steps up and he's like, "It's morphin' time," and me and Emma were like, "Yes!" Sorry, your
Oh
phone
my god,
listeners.
that's good.
Because it's
And
apparently
they did
it
a
sounds-
Cocoa Power.
Yeah, it
Oh,
sounds like they've
that's
still
good.
got the cheese, but
Yeah,
it's
they've
obviously
got.
not.
They have got the cheese.
Yeah, I've got to
Literally,
see
like
that.
I was like screaming. I'm in the cinema shouting at it, like, "Do this!" I was like, "You know what to do."
No, because a couple of years ago they brought out obviously the short film, the R-rated one.
Mm.
Have you seen that?
No.
Watch that. That'll fuck you up. It's really good.
Did you show me? Did you tell me
I
watch
told
that?
you to watch that.
I
That was
watched
your homework and you've not done
it.
it?
No, I don't know either. So I'm just as bad as you.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
That's fine.
yeah, so that was out. I also saw a film called Going in Style, which starred Michael Caine,
Zac
Morgan
Braff.
Freeman, and someone else. Cameos by Kieran Thompson and Christopher Lloyd in the same film, and it was beautiful. Such a good film, and it's one of those films. It's like there's nothing to it. It's just you can go and just chill, relax, and just watch a nice wee film. And it's about 3 pensioners that are getting their pension taken off them, and they go and try and rob a bank to try and make the money back. It's brilliant.
Why
Oh
can't I
yeah,
see
no,
the
I've seen the
trailer?
trailer. He's like,
I was next
this
to
is
your
not an
face,
act of
that's-
guilt. I'm just tired.
Yeah,
He's
it's so
getting
funny.
chased.
It's Michael Caine's voice and Morgan Freeman's there with his sexy voice, and there's another
So,
guy that's also good.
What movies are coming out that you're really excited about?
Well, I'm going to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2 tomorrow night. You've seen it?
No, I've not. I meant to go last night, but Claudia was working.
Right,
so
okay,
I
well,
couldn't.
I'm going tomorrow night, so that'll probably be mentioned on the next episode. Other ones that are coming out soon: Wonder Woman,
Oh yeah.
Yes. What else?
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Yep.
and
Where's Spider-Man?
July or
July.
something.
Really?
I'm so excited for it, but I just can't
Donald
watch
Glover's
it
in
'cause
it.
I
I'm
should be playing
gonna
Spider-Man.
cry.
Let's talk about the Last Jedi trailer.
Oh my god, yeah.
See, I've never seen all the Star Wars.
Well,
either,
let's
so
let's
I need to-
do Star Wars.
we
David.
tried to watch them all. You
We watched the one and ended up
I
getting
was
drunk
sick.
instead.
so bored.
What one did you watch?
The first one.
First one.
What, Phantom Menace?
No.
You need to start with A
anyway.
New Hope, yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what
I
movie?
just don't think it's my kind of
I
thing.
think you should watch.
That's
I
fair,
think you
it's
should
not
watch the Force Awakens and like Rogue One. You can watch them without having seen the other one.
Because they're like modern films and they're
Yeah.
like more
Like
for
I think
us.
you'd
Like,
enjoy
no,
them more.
the reason I love Force Awakens so much, it's definitely not the best film, but it's like our Star
There's
Wars.
Yeah.
a trailer coming out, just a bit of change of subject, but still a bit in the movies. See,
A
there's
Dog's
a.
Purpose. That's coming out
Yeah.
this week.
I wasn't speaking, it's fine. Have you seen the trailer for Baby Driver?
Yeah, with Ansel Elgort. Yeah.
It looks
That looks
It
good.
looks amazing, and apparently
I fancy
it
it
looks
so much.
it's been out in fact in America for
Oh really?
a couple of weeks. Apparently, it's really good. Jamie Foxx is in
Lady
it. and-
Yeah.
Macbeth.
Oh yeah, I saw the trailer for
Christ.
that. It looks alright. It's not actually like Lady Macbeth. It's I don't know. It's like she marries a guy
Sometimes.
and then he goes off and then she starts sleeping with a servant
Oh,
and
really?
then the husband comes back.
What a bitch.
Basically, the full movie's in the trailer, so you don't need to.
Well,
see
I
it.
also saw a film called Life with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Do you know what? I've not
Ryan
seen it, but I've
Reynolds.
seen the whole movie because they show the whole movie
Yeah.
in the trailer.
It was quite good. It was just
Promise.
sci-fi.
See, I've not seen Fast 8 either, and
Me
I
neither.
love all the Fast.
I've not
I've
seen
not
them.
seen any of
You've
them.
not seen any
neither,
of them?
no.
None of them.
They're just
Oh, they're
cheesy,
so good.
over the top action
It's Vin
movies,
Diesel,
but
so I'd
they're
know
just
I'd love
so
it.
And
good.
The Rock is in the later ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's him, Paul Walker, and Vin Diesel in the one movie,
I
and
love
that
Vin
and
Diesel.
Tiny Skill.
Going
I
back to the
love
start of the
Tiny
show,
Gibson's
when we're talking about like shit films that are so good, I bet they'd be
They're
ranked in the
amazing.
list.
No,
Triple X.
they
Triple
are
X
amazing.
is one of the best shit
I've
films
not seen
ever.
it either.
Even the bad ones like Tokyo Drift,
Yeah.
Too Fast and Furious, are still good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I bet I'd like them. I'm gonna
Why
watch
is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in cinema?
The
it's the
20 year
millionth
anniversary.
anniversary.
They do classics sometimes.
20 year anniversary.
Um,
I was 80. Well, 30 year would it be? Then?
Oh, I don't
The
know.
Bill.
As an old film.
30. That's
Right.
a brilliant film.
Okay, so that's all recent stuff.
I just love One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest because Danny DeVito's in it and he doesn't say a word, but he's one of the best performances in it. It's so weird. Just
Danny
so
DeVito, I love your work.
Shall we
See,
go to
you
the
cannot look Danny DeVito.
Michelle?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
However, Rebecca looks like Nick Cage.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah,
does. She does.
yeah.
And you're Stephen Merchant. You are the same person.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, I think
Oh,
that's good.
I love him.
Unlocked.
He's
was
funny and he's quite ugly.
The Journey.
No, but it's not the way you look. It's just your like mannerisms and the way you talk.
I
and
said that
stuff.
to my mum. She's like,
I've
"Oh
seen
God, I
Michael's.
hope not." It's like, I'll take it as a compliment.
No,
Caliban
it's-
from Logan.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes, that's another one that's coming out, which I've not seen.
I haven't seen
Don't
anything.
care
I've
about
seen-
it.
I've seen one of them.
I'm sorry.
Pirates of the Caribbean is amazing.
I've seen
I
Dead
believe
Man's
it's amazing.
Chest.
But it's got the new one's got Effie from Skins in it, and
Yeah,
I
she's
hate
the
her.
girl.
Kea Scalario.
I hate her.
like
She's one of the worst actors
No,
about.
she's not.
I
She
like her,
is.
she's
She's
good.
awful.
I want to be Effie. I
You
would
would
have
be.
loved
You would have been the
Effie's
best Effie ever because she's shite.
She's not.
No,
I hate
she's
her.
good.
I
like
love
her.
her.
She
I
was
don't know, she is-
awful, and she was in.
She's in Skins.
There was a movie.
Maze Runner.
Yeah, she was awful in that. But there's a movie based on a book that I like. The book was called Before I Die, but I don't know what they called the movie. I can't remember. But it's her, and I think it's either Dakota Fanning or Anne Sophia Robb, but I don't know which one it is because they're the
My
same
life
person
as
to
a
me.
courgette.
But
Yeah,
she's
it's a
just awful in
foreign
it. She's so bad.
animated movie.
I just wanted to punch her. That was also a really bad
See, but
film.
everyone in there's no one in well, obviously there's a lot of good actors in
Oh,
Skins,
Posh Kevin.
but it's just
Because he's Kenneth. Kevin? Kenneth?
Kevin.
there's
Kenneth.
some
Is
it's
it
just
Kenneth?
so like low budget like
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? It's
Wait,
not
yeah,
like
it was just
good
thrown
quality
together.
acting wise either. It is, but it's not.
Sounds
Some-
awful.
Do you know what I mean?
Some of them have made fucking amazing careers.
I mean, Dev Patel.
Yeah.
No,
And,
Jack
Nick's,
Connell. Jack
thingy.
O'Connell,
Nicholas. Is it Nicholas?
The Jack O'Connor guy was
Nicholas
in
Hoult, yeah.
Winning
Yeah.
Winds, wasn't he?
and but
And
a lot of them went
Get
into
Out.
a lot of them went into
Yeah.
different things in
Yeah.
it. Yeah, were in it, but still got good careers.
Lion.
One of them. One of the
Cassie's in
twins.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, I hate her.
Chris,
So is Chris.
yeah.
Yeah, one of
I wish.
the twins. She's a
Not this
bodybuilder now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Kate
she
Bush.
is.
Yeah.
Another one was on a thing on E4.
The American show.
Yeah.
No, it was MTV. It was on.
Was it?
Yeah, she was an
MTV,
American
that's
show.
what it was, yeah.
Apparently, it was really good.
So there's loads of them that are successful now.
Yeah, but at the time, it would have just been like such a
Yeah.
wee thing to them.
Anybody been watching any TV shows recently? You watched the White Person
Oh
Society?
yeah, I watched all of Dear White People. Yes,
Dear White
Just-
People.
and I've watched some of
13
Gilmore.
Reasons Why, of course,
That's
because
shit.
13 Reasons Why.
Yeah, no, I've watched like 6
She is
episodes
so
of it.
annoying.
we're not talking
Yeah,
about
she
13 Reasons Why, because that's not shit. That was bloody brilliant.
They're
We're talking about
bringing
Gilmore.
out a second season.
Second season, yep.
See, I don't get the second season stuff.
Yeah, I know. I
I'm
don't know.
telling
why.
you, they're going to do the original ending to the book, and she's not dead.
Well, thanks for spoiling it, Michelle.
Anyway,
Spoiling it.
Yeah.
that's just a theory.
I've been catching up
watching
with The Walking Dead.
Oh, I'm behind.
Two
on that
watching
one.
episodes
some-
behind now.
Riverdale, which is
Oh,
just
yeah,
just a
Riverdale.
cheesy
lot.
We
American
need to watch the
drama,
the
but it's good.
episodes.
You just can't stop watching it.
Yeah.
Same with the Scream TV series, that was terrible, but you
Oh,
can't
no,
stop
it's
watching it. It's so
and
good.
they're bringing out another season.
Can't
I
wait.
stopped after 3 episodes of that.
I'm
Oh, it's
starting
so
to
good.
like not care about TV shows because of like
See, I'm
And
ones
I
that are
watch more
really
TV
long.
shows than movies.
Like so, like The Walking Dead, for example, right? I've
Prison
fast
Break.
forwarded a lot of this season because I just don't care anymore.
Really?
Like,
I
get
haven't
on
seen-
with it.
I've not watched all of it yet, but what I've seen of this season I've absolutely loved, and
But
I
there's
find it
some-
so funny because so many people have hated it.
Like the season that's just been on, it's been really good. There's been
Yeah.
lots of really good like moments and episodes and stuff, but some are just like so slow.
Thing is though, like Walking Dead's like one of the only TV shows that I've ever watched like since it started
Yeah.
coming out, because
I
usually
know
like
about
because
that.
now you just like watch box sets and all that, but
Yeah.
like I watched Walking Dead like the first time it was released
Really?
in the UK.
I was like
so
3
I've
years
like
back
I've
then,
like
so-
watched it since then, so I'm
Yeah.
like I have to keep going. I can't stop.
Yeah. I'm not gonna stop watching. I'm just
Never.
saying.
Oh, it's one of my
like,
favourite shows. I really love it.
but I've been getting back into like sitcoms like New Girl and
Yeah.
stuff because you can just watch them episode after
Yeah.
episode and
Oh, I was
it's
so
so-
upset. I went
so
to watch
good.
Community the other day and they've taken it off Netflix.
See,
I
I
almost died.
just didn't enjoy that. I watched it like half the first season. I was just like, it's not
Thing is,
funny.
it gets better. It just gets like it starts off and it's trying to be like the community college, and it's like a bit wacky, but it's still like very much real life. But then they just get so ridiculous. Like they do like claymation episodes where it's like all in Abed's mind. Like he sees everything in claymation. Like it's actually so funny. It just
Nah,
gets
I got
better and
I
better.
got that way watching it. I was like, yeah, this is good to just kind of stick on and watch. But I love
Yeah.
like I'm used to watching like The Office and New Girl, which
Yeah.
I sit and piss myself
been-
laughing
I've
at,
been-
and
I
I
know,
just I
see, I
wanted that
pissed
again.
myself at Community. I love it. It's one of my favourites.
so since they put the Fresh Prince on Netflix, I've been going back and watching that. That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite shows of all time. I
Yeah.
watched
Yeah,
that
it's
through
You
like
want
3
to bring out
times.
another Cloverfield?
However,
Mhm.
oh really, I love 10 Cloverfield Lane. That was
Yeah.
one of my
US
favourite.
I hate
Office,
the ending.
US Office is
Yeah.
on
But
TV on
then
demand. Which
the
is,
US
And they're bringing out a
Office,
Saw 8.
the US Office just now, right? Is I'm on season 3, and I'm sorry, where has that been all my life?
it's
What?
the
It
best
is
show
one of
ever.
the greatest
It
sitcoms.
got taken
all
off
time.
It's-
Netflix, like, and
It's
when
on,
I was in
it
the
got
middle
put
of
on
it.
TV
I'm
on
watching that
demand
Showbox
recently.
now.
But it's
So
honestly every episode is just I'm just buckled the full time.
But it's like
And
every character. It's like you care about them, and that's the.
Creed's he's in it like once in
Every season.
the episode, and it's just his moments are just hilarious.
But why are these
honestly.
shows? Why do you care about these people so much?
I feel like I know them personally.
Like
that's
see
the
Michael,
amazing
he's
thing.
such a fud, but he's I feel so sorry for him.
Yeah.
And then there's Pam, who's like the cutest thing ever, and then there's Jim,
Jim,
who's
I'm
so
part of
funny,
their
and then there's Dwight, which is the weirdest character of all time, but it somehow works. There's so many brilliant
It's
characters.
amazing.
Um,
And it just that's another one. It gets better and better, and then this. I think there's 9 seasons.
9
10?
seasons, yeah.
So season 8 they go for a wee dip wherever it's a bit all over the
Does
place.
Steve
then-
Carell not leave or something?
Yeah, that's kind of when it dips a wee bit, and then
Jenny and Becca are both wearing my hats.
but after that, anyway, we are talking about
Nice wee side note there. Becca and Jenny, get your hats together.
So yeah, it just and then the last episode I've actually
Don't
just
you do someone say
oh
anything?
my god,
Will I be
it's-
crying?
Yes,
Oh
you be
man.
crying. It's the last 3 episodes just feel like one big episode.
Mate, it's amazing. I cried the
It's
other night.
just so good.
See,
Honestly,
when
it's
I was
brilliant.
watching the episode where Pam does like a art exhibit thing,
And
and
no
no
one
one
goes.
comes apart from Michael,
and he buys the
and he buys the thing and he's saying he's proud of her and stuff, and she gives him a hug, and it's like they've never really
I know.
shown affection to each other before, and it was like, oh, so touching. Anyway, let's go to the Good Bit mailbag, shall we? Because we've got some very interesting questions sent in by you, the listeners of the Good Bit, the Good Bit universe out there. Please continue to send your questions, it's greatly appreciated. You can send it on Twitter at the Good Bit Pod, or
Are
you
you
can
watching the Hulk?
or you can send it to
Not
me
watching
at
something.
CM42TV. We'll just go through them, and we've got some interesting ones since it's been a month since the last episode. That is totally my fault, but I did say I wanted to do more episodes more frequently. It's been over a month. I'm so sorry. First question comes from Richard in London. Richard,
Is that funny?
do you ever see my name Richard?
Dick.
Dick or is it Rick?
No, but
Depends what you want.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
If you want the dick, you get the dick.
I want the Rick. Here we go. From Richard in London. Good moment, good bit. With Guardians of the Galaxy 2 just released, What are some of your favourite movie soundtracks?
See,
I'll
you
throw
can,
that one out to the pan.
Suicide Squad.
yeah, you can say what you want about Suicide Squad, but see that soundtrack, man,
Yeah.
superb.
Um,
But I love
I
like.
like Suicide Squad.
Do you
Me
know?
too.
Yeah,
Me
that's what
too.
I mean. But
we
it's
talked
got,
about it on this in this
the-
room on this podcast.
But I'm sorry, the best TV. No, the best movies with that always have the best
American
soundtrack.
Pie.
American Pie. They are. That's the best.
Without doubt.
Yeah, they've got a good soundtrack. But if it comes from like original scores, you can't beat Jaws and Star Wars. Because that's just the best.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah. But in terms of just like a compilation of songs,
Songs.
Rush Hour 2,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club's a
Breakfast
great
Club,
soundtrack.
brilliant, yeah.
I watched that recently as well. Where's
I
that
watched
been on
that
my life?
recently. That's a great movie.
But yeah, Suicide
Where's
Squad's a
that
good
been
shout.
on?
Obviously Moana.
Yep. High School Musical.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's loads.
I had one in mind there. Well, the first Guardians.
Reservoir
Oh,
Dogs.
golf course, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I was like,
Of course.
Golf course!
Oh, God.
4!
Tennis court!
Nah,
Basketball
there's
court.
loads.
Football pitch. So, yeah, there's loads of them.
'Cause
Um,
I love Reservoir Dogs. That's just kind of like you don't really notice it that much, but there's the scene in Reservoir Dogs with Stuck in the Middle of You.
mhm.
I'm just like that is the perfect song.
Oh, I
it
love
just
Stuck in-
is
that's
so
one of my
good.
favourite
The
songs.
Pulp Fiction soundtrack's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is. one.
Down.
I'm trying to
Toy
think.
Story.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shrek 2. Shrek
all
1.
the Shrek movies. Amazing.
Great soundtracks. Yeah.
No, not really soundtrack, but just music wise, School of Rock.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No,
Whiplash.
Oh, yeah.
Whiplash
Whiplash.
is definitely.
Birdman.
So-
Yeah,
Just one
that's
recorded.
But no, Whiplash, yeah.
Road by Jim Cartwright.
Mary Barnes by
Mary
David
Barnes.
Edgar.
Yeah, David.
Yeah.
Don't know.
TV show wise.
Do you want to know something? See, Dear White People, I had a really good soundtrack.
Oh, really?
It was pretty much all Childish Gambino and any black artist possible, so it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
That's good. Breaking Bad's got a good soundtrack.
Yeah, it does.
Baby Blue. That song was good. Yeah, loads of them. Send in your ideas if we've forgotten any. I'm trying to think if maybe we're missing one obvious one.
I can't. My mind's gone.
Yeah, but there you go.
Same.
That's a good question, Richard. Dick.
Dick.
Next question from Scott in Scotland.
You
Had
can't
to.
make these up.
Couldn't they write it? Who is the best player out of the panel of Mario Kart?
Me.
Michelle.
Michelle. Well, the next question comes from from England. Hi, Michelle. I could beat you at Mario Kart.
Fight me, you wee bitch.
So thanks, Ing. Oh, this person can't be a genius. Okay, next question. Simon from Des Moines, Iowa.
This podcast is worldwide.
Yeah, you're really reaching all corners of the earth with a good bit.
What are some of the good bits' favourite snacks? My favourite dinner is pizza with pineapple on it.
Oh, then you
Oh,
shouldn't
you
you should be
horrible
allowed
human
pizza.
It's amazing. It's like these people can see into our group
I
chat.
know.
It's like they
There's
just
a link.
know how to wind me up.
Oh, just
No, I only made up the bit about pineapple pizza. But what are some of the good bits' favourite snacks?
well, like
Snacks or
are
meals?
food.
Like
Snacks, isn't like I'm
Well, a
hungry.
pizza with pineapple's not a snack.
That's a
I'm just joking.
Right, okay, so
I mean,
snacks.
Could be a
Snacks.
snack. Actually.
Crisps, Pringles.
Like it's midnight, you're lying in bed, I'm
Oh,
starving.
do you know what I love? Potato scones.
Yeah,
At midnight?
that was a high
Yes.
five.
High five.
I love potato scones too.
I love
That-
Potato scones. I could live on potato scones
No.
only.
Lime and chutney, Sensation poppadoms.
Mm-hmm.
They're up there.
Can I believe my eyes are these sensation poppadoms?
Take a picture of me so I know their sensation.
But I love one of my favourite snacks, which is a really weird one. You know this, and it's weird. Cold mini sausage rolls.
Oh no, that's
Okay.
not yes.
It's
What about
weird.
cold Chinese?
Oh
There's
yeah.
leftover.
Oh, like,
Do you know what
leftovers,
I
yeah.
love is
Cereal.
Peace and
oh,
crisps.
cereal, yeah.
A piece and crisps.
It's those
I love to do.
Peace
Coffee.
crisp.
you know those
and
little chocolate
Yep.
chocolate crepes you can get in like Tesco.
Yes.
Those are I love them so much. Claudia went to Costco, got me a bulk pack of them, and I ate them all in a week.
I love them.
I like snacking on rainbow drops.
No,
I like-
that's
a
it.
good one.
I
That's a
like
good one.
popcorn. I like just give me bags of
Just
coffee or
any
sweet
crisps,
popcorn.
to be honest.
Bacon rashers.
Any crisps.
Crisp.
I think the most underrated snack of all time is a wee fudgy wudgy.
Oh no, that's not under. Oh,
Can be a
Tunnocks caramel.
Wait,
Wafer.
Can we
Wafer.
take after this podcast? We're going to take a trip to the shop and get some snacks.
Woo! I realised why I call fudges fudgy wudgies, by the way.
Because fudgy
Wait,
wudgies.
No.
are you talking about actual fudgy wudgies?
No, like just fudges, right? I've just
Got
always
it.
called them fudgy wudges. And then I went to the wee
Okay,
corner
sorry.
shop when I went to go see Going in Style, and they were selling fudgy wudgies, like and I was thinking, I remember back to like a school disco in like primary school, and it was one of those ones where they brought in a separate guy to do the snacks,
Oh,
and he must have had fudgy wudgies, and I just started calling it that from like
They're,
P6.
not, they're just called fudges though, aren't they?
No, the chocolate
There's
ones.
actually
There's wee sweets called fudgy
called
wudgies.
fudgy wudgies.
Like
I've
we-
never in my life seen that.
Yeah.
They've got a little cow on the front of them, and
Yeah.
it's like 4 little squares. Of
Fudgy wudgies. That's why I was like, Bleep!
I'm sure.
I am shocked.
Other snacks. Like Ethan, I went to Tesco last night before the wrestling started, and I got some Krispy Kreme donuts.
Nah.
Nice.
Yeah, but I bet
I'm
you,
not big on donuts.
but you can
Cheesecake.
just. I love cheesecake's my. But I like cheesecake with vanilla ice cream.
Carrot
The
cake's
most
my
perfect
favourite.
mixture.
Carrot cake.
I love
I
carrot
mean,
cake.
there's a hit of
I
it.
had a carrot cake for my birthday. I think it was my 17th or something. I got the whole cake to myself because nobody liked carrot cake. So that was the best birthday.
I love bacon.
Mini cookies. That's
That's not really a snack, I guess. Bacon, but bacon. Is
No,
a-
like soft cookies.
Yeah,
Mm,
like
yeah,
When they're,
yeah.
like,
you always get them in the
ultra-
fresh bakery
yeah.
aisle and like Sainsbury's.
Well,
and
it's
stuff.
Domino's cookies.
They're
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
they
nice
are
as
good.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you get them in like the
Movie
Bakery
podcast all about
section.
snacks.
I got into the Good Snack podcast. Right, next question. It comes from Jack in Penarth, Wales. Opinions on Jesse Eisenberg.
We don't speak about Jesse Eisenberg. He's a wee rat cunt, and I hate
think
him.
he's amazing.
You just say that to piss me off. So you
I think
fuck
he's
off.
very good.
I like Jesse
He's,
Eisenberg. I
he's
don't hate
annoying.
him.
His voice is annoying. His face is annoying.
And now you see me, he is annoying, but it works.
Batman vs Superman.
I like
his
him in
face
Batman
is-
vs Superman.
He was. Oh,
Is there not something quite funny?
Lex Luthor's like
I don't like him.
not like that. He's not a weird guy like that.
The Social Network.
See, I just hate that movie.
Hate
so
him.
Oh,
just because we done a
Zombieland.
I hate that movie.
That's-
Oh.
Because
What?
Kristen Stewart, I don't like her either.
She's not in Zombieland.
She's in Adventureland.
That's Adventureland.
Yeah, sorry.
No, Zombieland with it's Woody Harrelson and Emma Stone and
See, I love Woody Harrelson.
and Jesse
I don't like
Eisenberg.
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to really like her, and then I hated her, and then I liked her, and then I hate. I don't know how I feel. I'm conflicted. Help me,
Who, Emma
listeners. Yeah.
I don't like her.
What do you think about
What
it?
do you think of Emma Stone?
Yeah,
Nothing
Yeah, I'm not-
against you if you hear this, by the way, because it was worldwide now by the looks of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Emma Stone sitting holding
Jesse
her
Eisenberg's
sitting
like,
holding
"Where's
her Oscar,
Florian?"
listening into this like they don't like me.
Emma Stone lives in Des Moines, Iowa. Yeah, there you go. That's everything. We've still got time left if you just want to talk about anything else, because that's all the questions.
Yeah, let's talk about whatever. What was it we were going to do?
We're going to do that thing, the Morgan Freeman movies, go.
Right, okay, do you want to
Oh,
do
no,
that?
Leanne, top 5 Disney movies, go.
Top 5 Disney movies.
Go.
Wait, just
Mulan, it's Moana, Beauty and the Beast, Hercules, Fox and the Hound.
Boom, well done. I like someone who can react that quickly.
I wasn't quick, I've shut up my pants.
That was a bit
Where
10
the
seconds.
fuck was the Lion King in that?
yeah, that's.
That's not one of my dogs.
What is wrong with people? It's Shakespeare with fur.
It's
That's not brilliant. That's not brilliant.
Are you being serious? The Lion King is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Amazing film.
I mean, I obviously love the
It's
Lion
an
King.
opinion,
It's
Michelle,
number
that's-
6.
Yeah, but your opinion is wrong. So
Well, bite me,
You're
white boy.
like, oh, my top 5. I thought you said number 2 to 6. My number 1 is Lion King.
No, number 1 is Mulan and
top 5 Disney movies, go.
Oh fuck, I forgot Mulan too!
Well, animated ones are just anything.
Animated.
Okay, Monsters Inc., Toy Story,
Oh shit!
Finding Nemo,
Oh fuck.
The Jungle Book,
Oh fuck!
and The Lion King. Yeah.
Yeah, good choice.
Jungle
good
Book,
choice.
You
We completely
missed
missed time by the.
Jungle Book's in my top 5. I don't know what to kick out.
Check out Hercules.
See, I think my top 5 is the same as you, but I'd say Toy Story 3 instead of Toy
Yeah,
Story.
I'll just put all Toy Story.
Toy Story is
You
kind of
stressed me out and I've really...
Shrek 2.
That's
Oh,
DreamWorks.
That's DreamWorks.
I'm okay then.
Favourite DreamWorks Shrek? 1, 2, 3.
What else is DreamWorks then?
Puss
Cat
in
and Hat?
Boots and-
I don't know.
No, it's not.
No,
Puss
I'm
in
Boots.
Boots.
Bring your dragon.
How to Train
Oh,
Your
yeah,
Dragon.
yeah.
Oh, and that is one of the best animated movies
That's
ever as
good.
well. Both of them.
I
She's
met
second
the
one,
author
brilliant.
of that. She came to Oban to...
Why?
Right,
She gave me
literally,
business.
you're gonna be like, what? Because she came to the Waterstones, and it was like she had another book, and I was like, how to like be a pirate, and like I'm like 6 or 7 at this point, and then it was like they did a thing, and it was like, okay, like kids dress up as pirates, come to the shops, like she does a reading, signs the books, like takes photos and stuff. I was the only one that turned up. like literally the only one letting
Oh
me.
no.
Me dressed in a little, like literally I look so cute. Like there's photos of me in a pirate outfit and all that, and like now her movie's like an absolute like blockbuster.
Yeah.
And I was the only kid that turned
That's
up
amazing.
to the signing.
That's a claim to fame.
Honestly, like there's a photo, like she tweeted me because I like there's a photo of it, and then I was like, oh my god.
Kung Fu Panda
Bad fun.
DreamWorks.
What a horrible.
Oh.
Imagine you were that actor. Or that author.
That
Madagascar.
Madagascar. No, Dream.
Yeah.
We didn't do top 5
B
DreamWorks.
movie.
Michelle, top 5 DreamWorks, go. Put your phone down.
She's literally looking at them all.
Ah, damn it.
Favourite horror movie?
Oh.
Do you not like horrors?
I'm not a big fan. I'll take horror movies.
Halloween and Conjuring 2.
Halloween.
I don't know.
Both of
Hush.
Conjuring's Sinister.
Oh, Hush is good, yeah.
Hush, Don't
The
Breathe.
Call. Don't Breathe.
The Call is not horror.
What did we go to see?
Halle Berry.
Lights
It's
Out.
not
Lights Out.
horror.
That was
Terrifying.
good, but
That
that was
was
your
good.
typical
That's a
Trapped in the
thriller.
boot in the
Yeah.
car.
annoying.
Ross and I aren't allowed to go to the cinema to see horror films together anymore.
Because we just take the piss out of how stupid they are and
Kaylee got really annoyed at us
Over the
because we kept
Hedge. I
shouting
went
at
to
each
see
other.
that film like 3 times in cinema because it was the first time I was like, go to cinema myself.
I literally watched
So I
Over the
kept
Hedge
watching
like
the
last
same
week,
thing.
I'm not even joking.
I remember going to see Garfield 2.
Shark Tale.
Tale of Two Kitties.
Yeah, and it's just
Two Kitties.
Great movie.
Classic.
Absolutely great movie.
Saving Private Ryan.
Is that DreamWorks?
Bridge of Spies. Transformers.
Yeah, because they don't just
Chicken Run.
Chicken
Catch Me
Run.
If You Can.
Someone said I looked like one of the chickens from Chicken Run, and I was kind of offended by it.
I
Sweeney
don't want to
Todd.
be a pie. I don't like gravy.
Norbit.
Was it you that said it?
No,
Who was it?
I don't know.
Clodagh looks like one.
The Lovely
She
Bones.
does.
I haven't seen that, yeah.
What else have you been watching then, Leanne? You've been to see loads of things. Kong.
What?
You've been to see loads of
Oh
things.
my god, I loved that. I
Kong.
loved King Kong. It
I
was
didn't
really
see
good. It was good. It had really good actors in it. But Samuel L. Jackson was just doing my nuts in. I just wanted to punch
Nuts.
Doing your nuts in?
him. Both of them. All three of them.
Favourite director?
Oh, Spielberg.
It's got to be Tarantino.
I don't know.
It's got to be Quentin Tarantino.
Spielberg and Tarantino. I like Wes Anderson and I like Linklater.
It's his birthday today.
I
Was
thought
that
Linklater
the-
was your favourite.
Huh?
I thought Linklater was your favourite. That's
One of
Boyhood,
them.
isn't it?
Yeah, Boyhood.
That's
Before
just
Sunrise.
such a clever.
No, I don't know. I was going to say the wrong word.
Yeah, everybody wants some.
See, I want to see more of whoever it was that directed Conjuring 2. More of their stuff, because see the way they direct a movie
Mm-hmm.
and do like so many tracking shots and shit.
Michelle, favourite director?
I don't
Fran
know
Lyons.
either. Fran Lyons.
Nah,
Alright.
Tarantino's good.
Yeah.
Gotta be Quentin Tarantino. I love him.
Oh,
Acting wise, not the best, but
what? Tarantino like himself or the
Yeah.
actors he picks?
no, when he's
Is
Yeah.
he not in all his movies?
yeah, he's always got a wee
Like
part.
Stan Lee.
Is he not?
Stanley's
Stan
funny,
Lee.
like, because he was in.
Is Quentin
he
Tarantino
was
not in
that
an episode of
movie.
Friends?
Yeah, I've got a feeling he is.
I've been doing
Best cameo in Friends ever
Robin
is
Williams.
Robin Williams.
Yeah,
I'll tell you in a minute if he's in.
Boy.
I like the
and he plays like a foreign guy or something.
Yeah, and it's him and
He's
who is
never
it?
my wife.
Yeah, it's, I'm the chiropractor.
Yeah.
favourite cameo in Friends I think is
He is.
Christina Applegate, whatever her name is.
Well, that's not really a cameo.
Nah.
No, because she actually has a character and comes in a couple times.
What about Eddie, Chandler's roommate?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good. Because I got you a fish.
So what's your problem, man?
Dehydrated.
It's unbelievable! I can't believe this.
That's so good.
Also, another guilty pleasure, Naturally Libre.
Oh my god, do you know what my guilty pleasure movie is? Legally Blonde. That is one of my favourite films. Is that a guilty?
See, I love chick flicks and
Yeah.
Mamma Mia and shit like that.
Legally Blonde is
White
probably
chicks.
my most watched
But I'm not
film
proud of
ever.
it.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Literally most watched film.
But
'Cause
I also really like the bad apple pies, American pies.
the bad apple
like-
pies.
The
Like
bad
the
strawberry
ones,
cheesecakes.
the bad ones that just aren't the good
No.
cast.
I just can't.
I don't know. There's still something about them.
Another film that we've been watching recently was The Odd Couple, which is a Neil Simon film. If anyone's seen
So
that,
good.
probably no one, but it's so good.
I've seen it when I was younger.
It's so clever.
It's the running joke about the meatloaf, I like.
Meatloaf, it's like it's so quick and it's like each actor. I know there's more than 2 actors, but each actor knows the other person's lines. So like it's all right when they're not finished speaking, just to start the next line. It's brilliant. It's so smart and clever. That's a great film. What else have I watched? I've got a note here. I've not really been watching much.
See, I just keep investing myself in like we see like 13 Reasons Why.
I've been watching
I
TV
love that,
series.
man.
I've been watching
Netflix
wrestling a
have been
lot.
doing
Listening to a lot
pretty
of
well
music.
He's doing
recently.
really well with a lot of them.
Well,
Because
Netflix.
even Riverdale, like it's just quite bad, but it's so good.
Yeah, you've got to watch. You got to keep
watch
watching.
it. Plus, I love Cole Sprouse.
Oh my god,
so
brilliant!
much.
I'm a weirdo. I'm weird.
Is he not like so attractive now?
Yes, I mean I fancied him back then anyway.
Who?
Cole
Cole
Sprouse.
Oh,
But see, back in the day, like, was it not like supposed to be like Zach was going to be the handsome one, and then
I mean, they're
it was
both-
Cody.
and
Exactly.
Zach, and Zach and Cody. Zach was meant
That's
to
what I
be
mean.
the more
That's
handsome
what I'm
one.
He was a
but
little chubby guy.
He was chubbier.
Yeah, Cody was always skinny.
I think I always preferred Cody in terms of just being funny and
I
stuff.
love
His
them
Twitter
both.
They were
honestly
both
makes
good.
my life.
Yeah, same.
His Twitter is hilarious.
Now, what does he do?
It's
Like,
just
tell
it's
people?
really funny. He
I'll
tweets-
I'll read some of his tweets out.
Okay, this is live on
Also,
Cole
we should
Sprouse's
read
Twitter.
out some of Jaden Smith's tweets.
Oh Christ.
Toll Sprite.
And also Jesse,
Don't.
Jesse Eisenberg's Twitter.
I'll take that knife off you if you talk about Jesse Eisenberg.
I love Jesse Eisenberg.
You don't know.
Yeah, I'm
No
not a
one
fan.
does.
Ross tweeted on my Twitter saying I hate Jesse Eisenberg.
I thought that I was going to do it as
I
well
wondered
as a
who it
joke.
was.
It was Ross, yeah. Ross like came up to me, handed me my phone after doing a serum, was like, "I've tweeted off your account. You will like it."
Do you not think we can get this as trending? 'Cause I think most people hate Jesse Eisenberg.
He tweeted 6 days ago. Found my virginity.
Yeah, I was
Cole-
gonna-
Cole
that's what
Sprouse.
I was thinking
because
of.
he's never lost it.
Yeah,
Weird
Cole
little bastard.
Sprouse. I'm pretty sure people. I'd be happy to. Anyway,
to find Cole Sprouse.
Yeah.
He literally spoke about like nothing productive in this episode. It's brilliant.
it's
He
alright.
tweeted Donald Trump the other day saying, "How many retweets for you to go to prom with me?"
That's really funny. You seen the video of them that's been on MTV recently?
And
Of their first interview, and they're both
Big
like
Daddy.
they're both
Do
like
you know-
6.
Do you know she's never seen Big Daddy?
I love
It's
Big
so good.
Daddy.
They're in McDonald's breakfast. Okay, so what?
That's a guilty pleasure. Adam Sandler, I fucking love his
Yeah.
movies. No matter how bad they are, I
Longest
love them.
Yard, Happy Gilmore, Grown Ups. Love them.
Grown Ups is amazing.
Grown
I love
Ups
Grown
is
Ups
so
much.
good.
We both went high pitched and so good.
Protect your virginity with a strong pair of fingerless gloves.
What does that even mean? What?
Grown Ups
Big
is
Daddy's
so good.
Big Daddy's so good. What do you want for breakfast? Cheerios. We're McDonald's. Don't have that. Lasagna.
Billy Madison, I loved Billy Madison
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much.
Grown Ups
That's
too.
Billy Madison, the bad guy in that is the dad in Get Out.
And Mr. Deeds.
I am not defined by my mistakes. I won't be defined by the 5 or 6 times I happened to kick a baby. Please stop calling me baby kicker. we spend a lot of time thinking about sloppy joes and almost none thinking about tidy gyms.
I'm going to follow him. He sounds
It's
funny.
when
I'm
really
hungry.
Dylan Sprouse accidentally tweeted a dick pic once, and then I can't remember what Cole Sprouse. I can't remember what Cole replied, but it was actually one of the funniest things I've ever read. I need to find it.
I only started acting again so you guys wouldn't feel like you wasted money on the poster of me at 12.
Yeah, I saw that one.
True.
He tweeted, where is it? It was a picture of him and like him and Dylan morphed together, and obviously
They look the
the
exact
same.
same.
So
Chris, if you could eat something right now, what would it be?
I could have you go
You.
McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's probably.
A Coronation chip baguette.
Right, we're going to go because we're running out of things to talk about.
What
But that's
time?
okay. We're at 50 minutes.
Wait a minute, I've got the report. Wait a minute.
Or 49 minutes, but I thought we'd know.
Oh yeah, Dylan Sprouse accidentally tweeted a dick pic, and then Cole Sprouse replied, "Cold in that bathroom, huh?"
Ha! That's a good one.
I'm not being this in a weird way, but I kind of want to see as well.
Who Cole Sprouse?
I'll find it.
Okay, before we go, Shag, Marry, Kill, Zac Efron, Johnny Depp, Tom Hanks.
Shag.
I kill Tom Hanks.
Oh whoa! I was gonna
Oh.
marry him.
Whoa.
Come on.
Marry
I kill
him.
Tom Hanks.
Shag Zac Efron.
One at a time,
kill
one at a
Johnny
time, one at a
Depp.
time. Okay, go. Go,
And,
go, go.
kill Johnny Depp.
Yep.
Shag. I keep myself and oh my god.
Zac Efron.
Shag Zac Efron and marry Tom Hanks.
Go, Michelle.
Michelle wants to kill me now.
Kill Tom Hanks and Leanne McMaster. Shag Zac Efron, marry Johnny Depp.
Go, Ross.
I'm going to go the same as Leanne. Not that I'm gay and would ever be in a situation where it would have to.
How do
What?
you
Why-
not marry
Why
Tom
would you
Hanks?
kill Johnny Depp?
Because I want to marry Tom Hanks and see Zac Efron's penis.
No.
I want him to sing to me, but he makes love to me.
Who would break him
What
free?
about us? What about...
This could be. I finally found.
Na 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 Anyway, right, that'll do us for episode number 16. It's a sweet 16th. These all look lovely. And until next time, thank you very much for listening.
God bless Paul Rudd.
We're very sorry about...
Oh yeah, let's bless Paul Rudd while we're at it. Thank you, Jesus.
I just wanted to thank the world for.
Will you take that dick?
Until next time, I'm Chris Moffat. This has been Ross Martin, Michelle Grant and Leanne McMaster, otherwise known as...
Jesus the Saviour.
Shaniqua Montez.
Miss
Sexy Nips.
Sexy Nips.
And
And
Love Miss Sexy
And
Nips.
one more thing, if you're listening to JC Eisenberg, fuck you, JC Eisenberg.
this is the Good Bit Podcast. We hate JC Eisenberg. Recognise.
The man dubbed the Crazy Balloon Killer.
Huge thank you to my guest today, my fantastic panel, for this very calm, cool, collected and loose, bit all over the place episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. I certainly did. And this is where normally I would do the wrestling section of the show, but right now there's nothing really much to cover. WWE Payback was the other night. I thought that was pretty strong. I thought that was pretty good. There's a lot of good matches there, very few negatives on that show. I thought Austin Aries and Neville had a brilliant match, and I thought the tag match was great with the Hardys and stuff. I thought that was good. Then Raw the other night, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins and The Miz had a great triple threat match, a really, really good main event. Classic old school Raw main event sort of thing, just triple threat, number one contender sort of thing. Really good, loved that. But yeah, that's it basically, other than Chris Jericho leaving. It's kind of the biggest thing in the world just now. He won back the US title, which was a nice wee swerve. It was like refreshing to see. I wasn't expecting that. And then he'll go away, which is a big blow for the company, because Jericho's been one of the most prominent roles on the show for the last over nearly 2 years now. I'm going to miss Jericho. He's going to go on tour with Fozzy. The new album will be out very soon. I'm looking forward to it. Loved their last album, Do You Want to Start a War? Songs like that one, Do You Want to Start a War, was great on there. Lights Go Out, One Crazed Anarchist, Tonight, SOS, the ABBA cover. It was a great album last time, so here's hoping that this new one is even better. I heard the little preview that he posted on Instagram of that new single, Judas I think it's called. Sounded good, so I'm looking forward to that album. He's also got his 4th book coming out. 4 autobiographies is almost unacceptable, but he gets away with it because he's Chris Jericho. I'll be getting that. It comes out in the end of August, I think. I'll be getting that. That would be good. But other than that, that's everything, for the wrestling business just now. I'll probably call this wee segment the good bits of wrestling in future, and just sit for wee 10 minutes or something and just break down some things. But nothing really much to report just now, other than I'm liking what's happening just now, and only another thing I guess I could say is the Impact Wrestling thing back in the UK on Spike UK, which is a huge deal and it's great for them. Always been a huge TNA fan, always will be. It's always good to support the wrestling business, whether you like the company or the management or whatever. A lot of people don't like TNA for their past track record of silly booking or preventing things from happening, getting people injured and things like that, which is rightfully so. They've made some very, very silly decisions in the past, but it's an alternative. It's another wrestling company, and people are getting work out of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's another thing for people to watch. Wrestlers are getting paid. That's the most important thing. That wrestlers are getting experience and getting TV time and getting to work with new talent and stuff in front of an audience. So you can only support these companies. It's the same with any company. ICW, What Culture, New Japan, ROH, all these other companies. You need to support them just to support the business as a whole. Because it's no good just having WWE, as the number one thing. It's going to be that forever. But you need something else to watch. You need something to get a break from the whole WWE system. So Impact's just another one of those. So that's good. I hope they get, they're doing really well just now. 2 solid episodes so far. Here's hoping they can get back into this sort of the way they used to be, but I guess that's always been a recurring theme with TNA. It gets like very close to being good again, and then it's gone. But the thing is, you got to make money. That's the main thing. WWE have just paid them a big amount of money just to use the Hardys, the broken stuff, and they could use that, and then they need to start touring again and getting more merchandise out there. They have the ability to do so. They've got a great roster. They've got great TV time. Yeah, they should do it, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they go from here. But yeah, that's all. I want to thank everybody for listening to the Good Bit Podcast, and I hope you enjoyed this episode with Leanne, Michelle, and Ross. We'll be back soon, hopefully. I always say that, but who knows? I've got a Marvel episode in mind when I want to talk about the new Guardians of the Galaxy film, and I want to do like a sort of countdown of favourite Marvel movies. I think that'd be quite fun. So stay tuned for that. Look at old episodes if you want on YouTube. I'm starting to upload those again. The old Good Bit episodes from over a year ago now. Which are pretty cool, so go check them out. CM42 TV on YouTube. You can also support the show on Twitter at The Good Bit Pod and at CM42 TV. That is indeed me. You can leave feedback, you can send in questions for us to answer in the Good Bit mailbag, and you can also, honestly, just tweeting or retweeting one of our tweets is going to support the show. So if you enjoyed it, tell someone about it, tell your friends about it, and tweet about it or retweet it or whatever. Share it on Facebook. We're Facebook at The Good Bit Podcast, and also Instagram at The Good Bit Pod. Thanks very much for listening to episode number 16 of The Good Bit Podcast. I've been Chris Moffat, and until next time, this is The Good Bit. Recognise.